welcome to another edition of the Living United Show. I'm your host, Donna Stewart. I'm the Chief Operations Officer here at Your United Way, and we are delighted today to be talking to Ms. Dee Simmons, who is Executive Director of New Beginnings Domestic Violence Program and Outreach Services. Make sure I get the full name in there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us this morning.
October is National Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and you were just sharing with me the different ribbons that are available and what the colors mean. Could you share a little bit about that with our viewers?
Sure, we have 3 different colors for the ribbons. It's purple, black, and white. The purple represent the domestic violence awareness color, and the black is the abuse color, of course, and then the white represent the survivor.
Okay.
So we try to combine all 3 in a triumph.
Okay. I love knowing the meaning behind all the different colors. That's very interesting. Now, for our viewers who aren't familiar with you, Ms. Dee, can you share a little bit about your background and how you got into working in the domestic violence field?
Well, I'm Dee Simmons, and of course I'm with New Beginnings, and we do domestic violence as far as helping survivors and the victims, and we help them recover from domestic violence abuse, family situations that causes the abuse, or anything in the area concerning the abuse assailants and anything having to do with recovering and surviving from it. I became involved with New Beginnings from child care.
Okay.
I used to be a child care owner, and I noticed all the different things that was going on within the family cycle, and most of it stemmed from abuse. And when you're dealing with abuse, it's not always recovery just for the person, but it's for the entire family, because children get caught up in all that as well. So, you know, they need some counseling and they need recovery likewise in order for the family to become self-sustaining.
Now, I know you've worked with a lot of survivors. Are there any common characteristics that they share?
Yes, ma'am, there is. The most common characteristics they all have is fear. Fear hinders them. Fear cripples them from getting the help that they need or from becoming survivors, because fear caused them to remain in the relationship.
Yeah.
So
now, I know there are also male survivors of domestic violence, and we know that domestic violence doesn't always have to be physical abuse. What are some of the other types of abuse that you've seen with your survivors?
Well, a lot of other abuse is financial. And believe it or not, right now we're dealing with a lot of religion, because religion is becoming on an uprise with abuse, because people like to hold religion and interpret the word according to their own standards. So therefore, they try to use that against the victim to keep them in the situation.
Using God's word to try to justify what they're doing.
Yes.
Oh, goodness. Now, why is it, you know, for those of us on the outside looking in, we always say, well, why doesn't he or she just leave? Why can't they just leave? What about that?
Well, a lot of times it's self-esteem. They have beaten and been torn down, so they don't have the strength to get up and recover or move forward or come out. And then a lot of times it's finances. Finances hold a great part in it, because with the financial part, most of the time it's the person who's causing the trauma that controls the money.
Yeah.
So if they have all the money and the person or the victim is limited with resources, then they don't sometimes see a way out. They feel like that handicaps them. Yeah. So they stay in the relationship instead of asking for help.
And some of the things that we've seen here at United Way, I know over the years, I've been here 19 years now, and a lot of what I see are the women especially, they grew up in situations where they saw abuse, they witnessed abuse, and so they're not even sure, they think that that's the right way, that's the norm. And so they find someone who is just like that abuser they grew up with, and they think this is the way an adult relationship is conducted when we both know that that's not the way it is.
Right. When I think about abuse, we think about hurt people.
Absolutely.
So therefore, it continues the cycle. And if we don't get help for the individuals that's used to that type of lifestyle, then therefore they remain in it. And it continues the cycle from their children to their children's children and the next generation thereon. So the goal is to try to get help for the entire family. That's what New Beginnings, we want to live by a cliche, a new beginning, a new day.
I love that. Now tell us about all the services that you guys offer, and how, if someone is in need of services, how would they get in touch with you?
Well, New Beginning offer counseling service, not only for the victim, but also for the assailants and the children and anyone involved in the situation. Because domestic violence don't only consist of a person being hurt by being in a relationship with the individual, but sometimes we have to deal with sexual assault. So all of that plays a role as well. So to reach us, they just call the office, 228-627-9174, and someone will give them the assistance they need. We offer counseling service. We offer financial services. We offer temporary housing sometimes. Whatever we can do to help them get out of that endangerment and help them to move forward and go forward. That's what we offer. We do a lot of life coaching and life skills because they need recovery after the fact.
Sure. Now, do you accept volunteers? And if so, do they have to have any special background, any special training before they can come and help you?
Yes, ma'am. We do have volunteers. We do accept them. We have to have a background check. And we also do court advocacy because we have to be in the courtrooms as well as to help the victims in the area that they need assistance.
Sure. Now, we know that nonprofits, we have to raise money to keep the doors open. So do you have any special events coming up or any fundraisers that you'd like to share? I noticed a very nice jersey down here. Could you tell us a little more about that?
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure anyone along the Mississippi Gulf Coast can imagine who this is. He's very known to our area, especially in Morgan. This is Mr. Devin Booker's jersey, and we're getting ready to do a silent auction, and it's coming up real soon. So to find out more about the silent auction, they would have to go and
let's see that signature on the back. You can see where Devin autographed it right there.
Yes. You can find out more information about the silent auction on our Facebook page, New Beginnings Domestic Violence. And we are getting ready to do that in the month of December.
Okay.
So the date has not been finalized, but we are looking forward to that. He donated the jersey because, of course, it's purple. Our color. So therefore, we're looking to get a good turnout with the silent auction.
What an amazing Christmas gift that would make for someone to get
Yes.
a Devin Booker autographed jersey.
Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
I can think of one person in our office who would really like to have that jersey.
Somebody in your office? Wow, I couldn't imagine who that would be.
This random 6'5" former basketball player, yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, we'll put some word in about that silent auction date.
Good deal. Good deal. Or is there anything final remarks that you would like to make to our viewers?
Yes, if you know someone dealing with is experiencing domestic violence, please speak up, speak out, call 911, speak to them, get them the help that they need. And if you don't choose New Beginnings, please get help somewhere.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, you're welcome.
I love that.
It's been a pleasure.
Loved all the colors and the jersey, how that the color just fits right in with that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, we have a lot going on here at United Way, as always. We're right in the middle of our campaign season, Miss Dee, so we're trying to raise funds as well. And we have a new initiative this year that will make it much easier to give to United Way. It's called the 365 Club. And through your donation of $365, which is only $1 per day for the year, you can be a help to your community 365 days out of the year. How How awesome is that? You can pay it up front, or we can bill you. Just give us a call here at 762-7662 and we'll give you more information about that. We can also help you if you are a business or company that does not run a campaign currently. If you would like to get involved, give us a call at that number. We can tell you just how easy it is to be a part of the United Way campaign. We also have a big green egg that's going. You've got the Devin Booker jersey. We've got the big green egg that's coming up. If you join the 365 Club this year, your name will go into a drawing for a lovely big green egg. And you can either come to the office and do that, or visit us at the Peter Anderson Festival. We're going to be there with a booth both days, Saturday and Sunday. That's coming up, I think, in a couple of weeks now. And we'd love to have you stop by and use our QR code and go right through to the platform and donate your 365. And another great Christmas gift if someone wins the big green egg.
Absolutely.
And the final thing we've got, Ms. Dee, we'd love for you to participate in this, is our allocations process. With United Way, the community raises the money and the community decides how those funds are going to be used. And so T and I, after the campaign is done, we kind of step out of the way. We have volunteers just like yourself who come in. You sit down with our agencies, you talk with them, you go over their budgets, listen to their programs, and you decide how much funding they're going to get for the following year. So that is an important process. If you're interested, here again, give us a call at 762-7662, and we can give you all the information that you need about anything that we've talked about here today. Getting ready to say a big shout out thank you to our man behind the camera, Mr. T. McCovey. And he's probably already online trying to find out if he can get the Booker jersey framed and where that can happen. But thank you so much for tuning in today. We appreciate you. And until next time, stay well, stay safe, and live united.